Guys, I have for you today insane new setup where we are using new named assault rifle born great with perfect stabilize talent. This will work really good with two talents on our chest pieces. This assault rifle will do insane things with focus and headhunter talents, but in this setup we are using focus, and to make everything really interesting we have 6 skill tiers and we are using dilemma. Yes, dilemma, if you did know, will apply damage to all marked enemies, and I have to specify critical damage, so make sure that on your setup you have at least 50% crit chance, and then simply spray and pray. And with this name, the assault rifle, accuracy and stability is absolutely ridiculous, much better than your sniper rifle. You can make your shots across the room easily, even headshots if you want to use a headhunter talent. So as usual, Uncle Butcher in the building with insanity as usual. If you're new here, hit that like, smash that sub, or leave a hateful comment. It really depends on your preference, but this one is more than barbecue chicken, because like I said, we have 6 maximum possible skill tiers. We have 3 offensive core attributes, 50% extra weapon damage from focus itself, 15% extra weapon damage from Picaro's named holster, striker gear set, excuse me, not striker but dilemma gear set buffs, and of course survivability, and NinjaBike backpack as cherry on top of the cake. I mean, this build is absolutely nasty. We are dealing damage to multiple enemies at once by using dilemma. Our skills will deal really good damage and will disrupt enemies, and our weapons are kinda nasty, and we have 150% headshot damage, 120% crit damage, but that's the subject for change, guys. We will switch some attributes here and there to fit your playstyle more. But before we continue, quick word from the sponsor, Diving.net. If you don't have enough time or good teammates but you still want to have all the best items in your game, then Diving.net is set for you. They have absolutely amazing team on consoles. They will complete your order super quick. Everything happens through account sharing. This service has been working for many years. They have tons of customer reviews. You can check everything by yourself, but now with my promo code RBD you will have 15% discount on absolutely all services. But now let's get back to this setup, and like I said, I paired up some really dope stuff. For example, NinjaBike backpack, check. Dilemma gear set, check. Born great, new named assault rifle, check. Scorpio shotgun, check. Technician specialization, check. Maximum possible skill tiers, check. Insane amount of weapon damage, check. I mean, what do you need more? Of course, this is a little bit different as we used to, because most of the time we're gonna shoot through the scope and that changes your playstyle. But at this point, why not to experiment and play a little bit differently as we all used to. So yeah, here and there we're gonna play through the scope, and of course we're gonna switch to Scorpio shotgun. But first things first, specialization, technician. We will gain extra skill tier, disrupt grenades for legendary and incursion missions. Those are really handy. On top of that, we have skill damage, artificial hive, linked laser point attachment. If you don't want to use born great assault rifle, you can easily use a carbine 7, maybe police M4, which can utilize linked laser point attachment. FAMAS unfortunately will not work in this setup. For the guns, I'm using, of course, Scorpio shotgun, easily one of the best weapons for legendary content right now. Ouroboros most likely will be the most insane gun in the game, so it will most likely take the first place in PvP and PvE. Unfortunately, I haven't got it. I ran today like 20 incursions and nothing, and nothing for my team as a whole. So 4 players in 20 runs didn't get any Ouroboros drop. It's kinda insane. I don't know, RNG gods absolutely hate me, and maybe I will give up on that weapon. Who knows? Anyways, you get the point. So most likely Ouroboros will be the GOAT then Scorpio Shotgun, and of course Saint Elmo's will fight for that second spot. For the pistol I'm using Orbit, which will give us 40% extra crit damage and will cap out our crit chance, kill non-elite enemy and switch to your main weapon. Assault rifle is really nice, rate of fire is not that high, but base damage value is okay. So yeah, Born Great, named assault rifle with perfect stabilized talent, is kinda dope because accuracy and stability is top tier. 75% I think this talent will give us, and it's more than we need actually. But with Dilemma Gearset and Focus talent we can spread tons of weapon damage, and with some crazy headshot damage you can do some mayhem as well. Of course I am investing in headshot damage. If you want to play with a Headhunter talent, if you want to play simply with Focus or maybe another talent, then switch headshot attributes for crit damage. Switch headshot damage everywhere, and as well on Born Great Assault Rifle, reroll headshot damage for damage out of cover. It will be the perfect way how to use that assault rifle. But to use Headhunter talent you have to reach 150% headshot damage. So that's the reason why at the moment I left headshot damage there, but damage out of cover definitely would give you more DPS output. But to reach the Headhunter headshot mark, unfortunately I have to leave headshot damage on, but you got the point I think. For rest of the gear I'm using 3 pieces from Dilemma Gearset with crit damage, and 2 pieces with skill tiers and 1 with offensive core attribute. NinjaBike backpack will give us full gear set buffs. Next I'm using Providence chest piece. Why Providence chest piece? Because paired up with NinjaBike backpack I'm gaining headshot damage and crit chance. That's really important. If you don't have 50% crit chance, don't even bother to use Dilemma. For holster, I'm using Picaro's named holster from Arquebus Gearset, and paired up with NinjaBike backpack as 2-piece brand set bonus, I will gain extra skill tier and of course 15% weapon damage from holster itself. As you saw, with some simple modifications with couple switched mods, I reach 150% crit damage, 130% headshot damage, and of course 50% crit chance. So the stats are kinda dope, and you can adjust the setup to your playstyle to fit your playstyle more. You can use more crit damage, you can use more crit chance if you need it. Overall you get the point. Even use armor if you need it, but I love 6 skill tiers, of course little bit of armor and 3 offensive core attributes paired up with 50% focus damage, 50% damage from Picaro's holster, and of course damage buffs from Dilemma Gearset. I mean, you can't go wrong with this setup. DPS output should not be a problem. For legendary missions, incursions, well, for incursions most likely you will use striker or healer setup, and maybe in some occasions like with the second boss with hammer or axe, what he's using, face tank setup, just to take the aggro from your teammates. But for legendary runs this build is pretty goddamn fun, and like I said, if you don't want to spec out headshot damage, simply use damage out of cover as a typical attribute on any weapon. It's like for a couple years I think now, meta attribute to use on any gun, damage out of cover. Jesus Christ. Yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.